I'm going to show you what to do to complete today's language practice for nouns. We're going to go to the second slide, which just introduces our topic, which is nouns. And the third slide, we're going to start off by reading the directions because we always start an activity with reading the directions. This says we're going to be working on definitions. Which of the boxes at the bottom of the screen correctly describe a noun? Drag the answers to each question. So our question is, what is a noun? I'm going to read these blue boxes to you, and you are going to drag them into this green box if they describe what a noun is. So if a noun could be a person, you're going to drag person into this box. If you think a noun is an action, you would drag action to this box. If a noun is a thing, you would drag thing to the box. If the noun is a place, you would drag a place up. If you think a noun is an idea, you would put that word in the box. And if you think a noun is a description or a describing word, you would drag that up to the box. Now, a noun can be more than one thing, so there's not just one answer. Drag the words that you think describe a noun into the green box. On the next slide, you are going to be sorting the words into categories. So this says sort it. Which of the boxes at the bottom of the screen correctly describe a noun? Drag the answers to each question. So if you look closely, we have three categories. You have a people, places, and things category. I want you to sort the nouns at the bottom of the screen by if they are people, if they're places, or if they're things. So let's do a couple examples. Austin, Texas is the name of a city, which is a place. So I would click on that box and I would drag it up to the places category. And a cup is not a person or a place, but it is a thing. So I'm going to drag the word cup up to the thing category. I want you to do that for all of the boxes down below. We have Nicole, fork, Doug, Alaska, car, and picture. You're going to sort those based on if you think they are people, places, or things. We have another sorting category, but this time we're sorting people, places, things, and ideas. So this says, which of the boxes at the bottom of the screen correctly describes a noun? Drag the answers to each question. So we already got some practice doing people, places, and things, but this time we're also going to be sorting ideas like happiness. That's not really something that you can touch or see or feel, but it's still a noun. I want you to read each one. So New York City, love, Jenny, mittens, Pablo, pudding, and Washington, D.C. And I want you to tell me if those things are a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. And we have one more slide. This says write it. I want you to brainstorm as many nouns as you can think of for each category. So in this box, you're going to type a list of as many people as you can think of. Maybe your mom, maybe your grandpa, maybe your teacher, maybe it's one of your classmates, maybe it is someone famous or someone in a book that you have read. In the next category, you are going to list places. These can be places like your favorite grocery store or your favorite restaurant. They can also be places like the name of your school or maybe even certain states like California or cities like San Diego. I want you to come up with as many examples of places that you can. I also want you to list some examples of things, nouns that are things. So maybe a book or a bear or a hat or a shoe. Things, anything that you can think of is also an example of a noun. And last one is ideas. So like we talked about on the first or the slide before this, happiness is an idea. It's a thing, but it's not something that you can touch. Maybe also love or joy. These are things, we feel them, but they are ideas because we cannot reach out and touch them or see them or smell them or taste them. So I want you to come up with as many examples of nouns as you can think of. People, places, things, and ideas. I would try to come up with at least 5 for each category. When you are finished, you can close this tab and click Turn in Google Classroom.